In 2018, freshly out of graduate school, I found myself at a crossroads. It felt just like if I had forgotten how to live without being a student. So almost unexpectedly, I found myself embarking on yet another rather interesting learning journey, pursuing a degree in computer science, purely for the joy of learning. Little did I know that getting a degree in computer science will not only teach me about computers, but it will also allow me to gain some new insights into some ways of the human thinking. Computers are, that's the old one. Computers are fascinating multitaskers. Originally, when multitasking as a term was coined, it was coined in the 1960s to describe something that only computers can do. It's the concurrent performance of several jobs by a computer. With time, the term has loosened and kind of started to be used more figuratively to describe human multitasking. The secret of computer multitasking lies in their hypervisor. I'm not going to bore you with all the details. I'm going to explain it with two simple sentences. The hypervisor is a piece of software that creates virtual images of the actual physical hardware. So the hypervisor creates this image for the apps to think they live alone on the hardware. In the meaning that, in reality, computer does not really multitask against the common belief. What happens is, the hypervisor alternates between different tasks and gives the official or the physical hardware to the apps only for short increments, lightning speed, where every app think they have the whole computer for themselves. When it comes to humans, humans are a different story. Lacking an efficient hypervisor, they face a different reality. Research in neuroscience has shown that human brain can focus only at one train of thought at a time. Which means when we think we're multitasking, what we're trying to do is we're trying to stretch our brain to toggle between different tasks at a speed that we are incapable of making, like machines. So it's a slower process, less efficient than what computers do. However, the solution to our poor concurrent processing ability can't be simple as much as saying, just don't do it. It's not computational, it's not mathematical. It's more like a simple wisdom that you have to grasp it. And I think the best way of doing that is to listen to a short story. It's a story I remember from my childhood. In this story, that's good. In the story, a father sends his son on a journey to find the secret to happiness. After a long, tiring journey, the boy finds himself in front of a magnificent palace where he was told a wise man lives. Presenting his question about the secret of happiness to the wise man, after listening attentively, the wise man decides to send him back to the palace to explore the palace before he listens to the answer. Before he leaves, he gives him a spoon in which he drops 2 drops of oil. And he tells the boy, while walking and exploring the palace, please try to keep this oil intact in the spoon. Focusing on the task, the boy successfully comes back after a couple of hours with the oil in the spoon as expected. Surprisingly, when he's asked about what he has seen in the palace, it appears that he overlooked the splendor of the palace, the beautiful gardens, the artwork produced by masters of art of the time. He didn't see anything. Undeterred, the wise man refills his spoon and asks him to go back and try one more time. Next time, the boy enjoys himself so much, and he comes back ready to explain all the beautiful things that he has seen. But surprisingly, the oil was not there anymore. So the wise man just looks at the boy and he tells him, the answer to your question is very simple. The secret to happiness lies in enjoying all the wonders of the world and never forgetting the 2 drops of oil in the spoon. The oil in the spoon symbolizes the most pivotal yet challenging endeavors that hold immense value for our future fulfillment and happiness in the long term. Whether it's pursuing exams or career goals or nurturing personal aspirations, when we sit by our computers or any other devices intending to attend to these important tasks, many of us find themselves scrolling in social media for hours and doing nothing. At face value, the story of the 2 drops of oil sounds like an invitation of multitasking, but it has a little bit more than that. The twist here is it's an invitation for striking a balance between giving your brain some time to rest and wonder freely with no limitations, to explore without trying to limit it at all. But then when it comes to the time when you need to focus, you have to focus on the task at hand. In the world we are living in, there are so many sources of distractions that we cannot afford not to have this balance, and we can't afford to multitask. So we have to choose. Either we'll try to multitask and be inefficient, or we'll try to allow our brain to wander sometimes really freely without any limitations, any boundaries. But when it comes to focusing, we need to focus one task at a time. Thank you.